Hi guys, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to go through the BRRRR method in 5 minutes or less. It's going to be a very action-packed video, so stay tuned, get some paper out, take some notes, rewatch the video, whatever you got to do. But here we go. Alright, if you've never heard of the BRRRR method, it's very simple. It stands for buy, rehab, rent, refinance, and repeat. 5 simple steps, and it can be used repeatedly to build wealth in real estate. So I'll go through each of the 5 steps right now. A little disclaimer about this method: it is typically used for residential homes, single family, duplexes, triplexes, quadplexes, those kinds of things. It can certainly be expanded to be used on commercial space, office space, industrial space, all those things, but it's typically aimed at residential. So that's what this video will be geared towards. Now, the first step, everybody, is to buy the property. That is the very first step. There's a lot of things that go into that. You're going to need to be looking at properties, hiring agents, getting your financing together, getting the right property, finding the right property, putting the offer in, getting everything all taken care of. Once you buy the right property, hopefully you made money at closing and you've made a good purchase already. Once you've done that, we get to move on to the next step. And step number 2 is to rehab the property. This is a very simple process for some, and it's a very complex and stressful process for others. If you don't have any construction background, this is going to be a big challenge for you, and this is probably going to be something that you need to do a lot of research in and build a really good team of professionals that can help you make this process work. So the purpose of rehabbing the property is to add value. It's typically known as forced appreciation. When you can add value by making it better, you're forcing the property to appreciate and thus earning you extra money. Now, if you bought a property, typical things to do are going to be, update the kitchen, update the bathrooms, put hardwood floors in, put carpets in the bedrooms, granite countertops, those kinds of things. But typically, bathrooms, kitchens, flooring, you want to make all of that nice, update everything, and you're going to earn some extra money doing that. The third step is to rent the property. Now, the reason you're going to rent this property out is because that's how you're going to make money off of it on a monthly basis, is through the cash flow of the people paying your rent. Now, the reason you want to rent this property out is because it's going to give you cash flow every single month. If you have a mortgage on the property, the goal is to get the mortgage all the way covered and still net a couple $100s. Also, by renting out the property, the lending company is going to take that into consideration when you go to refinance the property, and it's going to increase the value as well. So that's also super beneficial and is a key aspect of this method. Now, prior to even buying the property, you need to know what rents are going for and what your expected rents will be after you've bought the property and rehab the property for that specific area. So keep that in mind. This isn't guesswork, this is mathematical. You know everything going into this. All right guys, now we're at step 4, which is extremely important, and that is the refinance portion. And this is crucial to allowing us to repeat the process over and over and over. I'll go through some simple numbers, and it's a very oversimplified way of explaining it, but hopefully this all makes sense. Say you find a property and it has an ARV of $200,000. That means the after rehab or after renovation value. So ARV is $200,000, and you find this property through foreclosure, through your savvy real estate agent, however you find the property, but you're able to purchase this property for $120,000. Now, with putting 20% down on the property, you're gonna need about $25,000. So now you have $25,000 into the property, and you're gonna do some renovations, rehab the property, update the kitchens, the bathrooms, the flooring, those kinds of things in order to increase the value. Now say it needs quite a bit of work, you put $50,000 into the property. So now you put $50,000 in to rehab it, you put $25,000 in for your down payment, you're in $75,000. And you bought it for $120, it has an ARV of $200, which it's now at because you rehabbed it. So now there's that extra spread, and this is why you refinance. Because since you have $75,000 into the property, you can refinance the home for $200,000, and you can pull $80,000 of it back out, hence making $5,000, and now having a property that you owned with zero money down, zero money into the property now, and it's cash flowing every single month. And when it cash flows every single month and you're making a positive return on an investment that you have zero money in, that is how you create what Robert Kiyosaki calls an infinite return. So I hope that makes sense. Essentially, you buy the property, $120, you put $25,000 down, you put $50 into rehab it, you're in $75, it's worth $200,000, you refinance it, you pay off that $120, you pay off that other loan, you pull out that $80,000 difference between the $200 and the $120, you pocket $5,000, that's your profit. You keep cash flowing from the property, and then you go and take that other $75,000 and you go do it again. And that's what gets you to step number 5, is to repeat, because you're pulling your money out of the property every single time, and you're taking that $75,000 and you're putting it back into another property. You're doing the same thing again, pocketing some more profit, over and over and over. That's how the BRRRR method works. Buy, rehab, rent, refinance, and repeat. And you can build a lot of wealth, buy a lot of homes doing this. Don't over leverage yourself. Don't think it's a simple process, because I might have made it sound simple. There's a lot of numbers you need to crunch, and there's a lot of effort that goes into this, but it can be very profitable for you. So I hope you liked this video. If you have any questions, comment down below. Happy to get down there and answer your questions. Subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much.